Upon clicking the Create Ad link or Create Campaign button, you'll be prompted to select an objective. For our purposes, we'll say you're aiming for clicks to your website. This objective is named Send People to a Destination on or off Facebook. But Facebook changes their wording all the time, so don't worry if it looks a little different. After choosing your objective, you'll need to enter a campaign name and select which of your business or fan pages your ad will be attached to. Once you're into the ad set creation page, you'll need to define your audience. This is where the magic starts. Facebook has so much information on their users, it's scary. First, start with the basics. Choose the appropriate target countries, locations, age, groups, and genders. Then you can narrow down even further by searching for certain job titles, interests, relationship statuses, whether they have children, their spending habits, and so on. For example, if you're targeting business owners to sell email marketing training to, then you could select all ages, both genders, all English-speaking countries, job titles like small business owner and CEO, and interests like email marketing and list building. In fact, with interests, you might even try specific autoresponder brand names like GetResponse and Aweber, since people who like and follow these companies' pages are likely to be interested in this subject. Pay close attention to the combination logic you're using. By this I mean and versus or logic. For example, do you want to choose any people who are interested in either email marketing or Aweber? Or do you want to choose only the people who are interested in both email marketing and Aweber? The latter approach is represented by the Narrow Audience button below the targeting box. There may be benefits in some cases to a broad or logic approach, but generally you want to get pretty narrow for the most effective targeting. Be sure to think outside the box too. For example, if you've put together a dog training video course and you want some buyers, most people would just search for dog training as an interest. Sure, you could do that and you'd probably have some success, but the real successful marketers think outside the box and target things that only true devotees would be interested in. For example, literally anyone who may have liked a dog training page sometime in the past but could care less about the topic might be targeted if you just choose dog training. But what about a name like Kyra Sundance, one of the most popular dog training celebrities in the world? Do you think she might have a Facebook following? Yup. And guess what? If you target people who are interested in her, literally just type her name in the field, you know you're getting hardcore dog training enthusiasts, because your average Joe who isn't very excited about the topic probably wouldn't be following Kyra Sundance on Facebook. Now take note that as you type words into the interests and other category fields, several related suggestions will pop up below them. Use these suggestions for targeting ideas, but don't worry too much about cramming every possible interest into your targeting. You want to write those down on a notepad and save some for later. The reason for this is that in a later video, we'll be talking about analyzing and optimizing. And what you'll be doing is running multiple variations of the same ad with small differences. If you just lump every possible interest into one ad instance, you won't know which interest is more or least effective. We'll save that for video number 4, but for now just know that there might be a lot of value in having one ad campaign that targets Kyra Sundance as an interest, and then another that is exactly the same, but it targets Ian Dunbar instead. Then you can shift your dollars towards whichever famous dog trainer performs best as an interest target. Now once you've finalized your targeting, the next step is to decide on placements. Video 4 will cover testing different placement types, but for now, suffice it to say that you only want one placement per ad so you can later compare and determine which placement works best for you. For our purposes, let's choose desktop news feeds for this one. After that, it's time to think about your budget. Since we're just starting out and we don't know what's effective, it's best to start small. Let's try a $5 daily budget and run it for 5 days. Although it's fine to experiment with various optimization options later on, for now we just want to pay for our actual results. So under Optimize For, choose clicks to website or pay per click, not impressions. When it comes to bidding, you want to choose manual and ensure you're inside the recommended bid range. But there's no need to be high within that range. Unless you have some sort of deadline, there's no need to pay more for faster results. So aim for something in the lower half of the recommended range. For example, $1.12 if the recommended range is between 92 cents and $2.14. You can always adjust these later, and yes, you can also come back and try Facebook's automatic bidding if you so desire. When you're satisfied, click Continue, and then we'll move on to the next video where we're going to start developing your ad creative.